At the California Surf Museum, they're always bringing in new exhibits, and Supervisor Todd Quinn showed me one on skateboards.
Along this wall, it shows the progression of the skateboard. The wheels came off of roller skates. They would take the metal wheels off of roller skates and they would attach it onto wood. Really? So they were making the skateboard. Okay. But this is what the skateboard looked like at the beginning. It had a wood crate on it with handles. The manufacturers got involved. They saw a lot of kids wanting to play on these skateboards. So they created their own skateboard, and that's really the early skateboards that we saw throughout the country.
Okay, smart.
But soon after, the surfboard manufacturers wanted kids to ride on skateboards that had their logo on it. So soon, surfboard manufacturers made a skateboard that went with their surfboard. There's advertisements that came with the skateboard, and often they would place these ads inside the surfing magazines. Okay. So the kids would open up these magazines and learn about the skateboard, and they would see that their local surfboard manufacturers were making skateboards. So it drew the kids to want to skate.
Hanging out at the museum was great. Julie and Todd were totally cool. Julie even showed me the museum's secret spot, an outdoor patio painted up by surf animator John Lamb. We hung out for a bit and relaxed, and then, before I left, Todd and I checked out their gift store, which was loaded with a ton of cool stuff, including several books about surfing. Julie said their next exhibit is about women in surfing. So, if you're ready to explore and find out more about the rich history of surfing, and even see the Duke's board, stop into the California Surf Museum. You'll be stoked you did. As you make your way around town, you'll notice there's a few museums in Oceanside. And just down the street from the Surf Museum, in a building designed by famed architect Irving Gill, is the Oceanside Historical Society. Inside, I met the Society's president, Christy Hawthorne.
This is the former home of the Oceanside Police Department, and that's why we have a room kind of dedicated to the police department, as well as the fire department, which is still an active fire department next door.
They are, I saw that.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And so although we have a very small facility, we have a wealth of information that we provide to the community, as well as one of the largest photo collections in San Diego County.
Christy wasn't kidding. Although this place is small, it's loaded with some great old pictures of Oceanside's past, as well as a few other surprises.
This is actually bootleg beer that was confiscated during the Prohibition.
Really?
The jars that you see here still contain their original alcohol. I believe the flask is empty, but this is after Prohibition. Then this is the first bottle of beer after Prohibition that made its way into Oceanside. And these were collected and maintained by Harold Davis, who was a police officer in the Oceanside Police Department. And after he passed away, his daughter Dolores donated many of our items here and wonderful photographs.
When you visit, you can see some of those wonderful photographs on the walls. Or, if you'd like, the Society has a book authored by Christy called Oceanside, Where Life is Worth Living. Christy has put together some amazing photos along with the history of how Oceanside came to be. Before I left, she showed me one last picture of a festive beach scene, and in the background was the Oceanside Pier. I've never been to the Oceanside Pier, so it would definitely be my next stop. Open Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, 10 to 2, the Oceanside Historical Society is a great place to visit. Opening in 1987 as the city's sixth pier to be built, the Oceanside Pier spans 1,942 feet in length, making it one of the longest wooden piers on the West Coast. From the pier, you get a good view of Oceanside's beautiful coastline. Out on the pier, you can still get a good meal. At the end is Ruby's Diner, or if you prefer, there's a Mickey D's too. But if you're ready to bring it up a notch and enjoy some really fine dining, directly across the street from the pier is a place called 333 Pacific. And inside, I met General Manager Deborah Lamoureux.
Hi Noah, welcome to 333 Pacific.
Thank you.
We opened a year ago in December on the 22nd. It's a beautiful spot, 180-degree view of the ocean. Well, we serve California cuisine, primarily steaks. We have an 1800-degree oven, which is fabulous because it actually locks in all the juices. We also have sushi, a lot of seafood, and we have great happy hour.
I sat down and tried a few things. First was the cowboy steak, which is a 25-ounce bone-in ribeye. This thing was as big as the plate and So good. Next was the halibut, covered in a Chardonnay broth. Delicious. Then I tried the sea bass in a sweet corn cream sauce, along with lobster fritters. I've never had lobster fritters. They were really good.
My dad's a carpenter, and both my parents play music to one degree or another. So growing up, I kind of just put the two together.
At a very young age, Andy Powers attempted to make his first ukulele.